Oh, hey, didn't see you there. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jobin with Tmorg, and today, Jobin with John Brad. We are so excited. I still can't see any of you, and I really wish I could, but for now, this will work. We don't have a lot of stuff planned today because we didn't plan anything, but this is going to be awesome.
Dangerous.
John Brad, thank you so much for being here. How are we doing today?
I'm good. It is a blessing and a privilege to be here. Thank you. I can't believe it's really happening. I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Hey, it's a privilege to have you on. Tyler, how are we feeling?
Good. Hey, we only had 3 cancellations from other people today, so we were able to get you on, John. Brad.
Yeah, John, you were first. No, wait, second. Wait. Fifth choice. So glad you're here.
I didn't think Tyler would ever let me be on, not live anyway.
Well,
Hey,
we'll see if this goes live or not.
Do you remember this morning when I asked you, hey, what are you doing today? You said,
Vaguely.
not much. Like that's when I was like, all right, if everyone else cancels, we can get Brad. So
All right. This is going to be fantastic.
Brad, you clutched up. Yeah, but like I said, we're really happy to have you guys listening. Got a lot of good stuff. I'm sure a lot of funny stuff. But Tyler, do we have any student ministry updates right now?
well, yeah, we got a really exciting worship night here Wednesday night with Violet Baptist. They're coming over. It should be a lot of fun. We got a few cookouts coming up in October and helping out with trunk or treat. Kids group house parties. So Wednesday night we're just meeting in houses. So yeah, a lot of fun things coming up in October in the next few weeks.
Cannot wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Mosh pit this Wednesday, right?
No, Brad, no mosh pit.
I got that wrong. I could have sworn there was an email that said something about a mosh pit.
We already
Wednesday.
talked about this, Brad. No mosh pit.
It's not a Death Bones concert or whatever the name of that band is that you were in a long time ago, Brad.
Crabapple.
Thank you, Jobis.
You're welcome.
Is that really the name?
It's Crabapple.
That was one of the names, yes.
What was
And
the
then
other name?
Bone Dust.
Bone Dust. That's what I was thinking of.
Yep, I met Susan at a Bone Dust concert in the mosh pit.
You know, I
Wait,
never
you were in-
heard.
You were in the mosh pit of your own concert.
Okay, yeah, the truth is I did not meet Susan at a mosh pit, but I thought that'd be pretty cool to throw out there into the internet.
Yeah,
You
just
mean-
just like I told Leah that we went to Panda Express together. We did not.
Yet.
That's right. Yeah.
For the listeners, Brad, they might not know who Leah is. Who's Leah?
So she is a 6th grader now, so new to the student ministry.
Oh, yeah. And we're so
Our-
happy to have her.
Our youngest daughter, who Susan and I have a hands-off parenting approach with Leah, and so it's, she kind of just does whatever she wants.
Hands-off parenting.
That's called the last child.
Well, Joey, you've seen it in your house, possibly.
Well, I feel like Trinity, there's enough of an age gap that Trinity is paid enough attention to because, like, the rest of us are just off doing our own stuff. So, I mean, Trinity gets extra attention because we're always gone.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I'm glad I should clarify, hands off, she still gets a lot of attention. She just doesn't get discipline.
Oh, even better.
Yes.
So she's living the life.
I wish I had her life.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're glad you're with us today, Brad. I want to hear. So you've been helping out in the student ministry for what, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. So
Sounds good. So
I don't know.
yeah, well, Abby. Abby. What's that?
I had Brad as my leader in 8th grade, right?
Yes,
I'm pretty
that
sure it was-
definitely sounds right.
I think it was Brad, yeah.
So because for a while you were serving in kids ministry, and we had a fight to pull you up to student ministry. And so
Both are a blessing.
I'm pretty sure I fought Ryan Morris, our old kids minister, over you. And so
You guys, hold on, what's this? I need to hear the story
Yeah.
now.
fight. It was pretty much
You
a
got-
fight. It
You got in a
wasn't.
fist fight.
Yeah, that's why he's gone. That's why he's not here
Yep.
anymore. That's why he
You-
changed.
Oh, he got embarrassed. You beat him up too bad.
The Lord was leading him to Kentucky. Really, I beat him up.
The Lord was leading him to get his butt kicked, I guess.
Oh, Ryan. I was just texting with him the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's
Make
doing
sure
well.
you send him this episode.
I will. So, Brad, our guest. You've been serving in student ministry a little while now, and you've been on staff with us here at the church for, 2 years now?
Yes,
I bet you have some student ministry stories to tell.
I do, and I've divided them up into 2 sections. So the first section is going to be food-related memories.
Okay.
That sounds like student ministry type. Yeah.
Oh, no. I already know what one of them's going to be.
Oh, no. Are you? Well, you can go first, Joey. Go ahead. You got a food one? Let's hear it.
I just know what you're about to say.
I don't know. Okay. Well, my first one was going to be Ryan. When he was in middle school, every single grow group question he would answer with the word chicken, no matter what the question was. We'd be
Ryan
like, yes, thank you. And so in my mind, he was always Chicken Man. And I mean, it was hilarious. The comedic timing was perfect. He delivered the line well. So you'd ask him like, Ryan, how was your week? And I don't know how he would do it, but he would pull it off. He'd say chicken. And it was
that is
hilarious.
impressive.
It was
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot. We got to do our shout outs. We'll do that at the end though.
Okay.
We'll do that at the end.
Sorry. I totally
Right.
forgot, guys. Sorry to interrupt, Brad.
Yep.
Continue with your
No,
chicken,
you're
please.
good. You're good. Then I
Perfect.
think of I think of Jake Shooks and eating, I think, 4 to 7 pizzas at the winter retreat this year.
Yep.
That's a fond memory.
It
Landon Top, yes.
probably increased his weight from about 105 to 106 pounds, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So Landon Toppy, when I was in kids ministry, he was a 5th grader, and he would walk in every Sunday morning with a cup of coffee as a 5th grader. Ready to get his Sunday morning kids worship on with coffee. So that's always a funny memory I have with Landon. And then Joey, you might remember this. We had a Christmas party and we did the cold spaghetti. And it actually was pretty good where you put just syrup on it. Like the movie Elf.
I don't think I tried it.
Lame.
It is better than you would think.
I remember it, but I don't think I tried it, and I'm very glad I didn't.
Yeah, we might have to bring that one back. It's not as bad as you would think. My final food memory is going to be, I might need your help too with this one, Jobis. Middle school madness at the Hassan's house.
Oh,
Did you ever go to one of those?
I did.
All right. Do you remember eating anything crazy or?
Well, I would have had to eat it, but I was about to have to eat baby food, so I just told everybody I was allergic to it, so I didn't have to eat it. That was
wonderful.
a high IQ play by 6th grade me.
It's called lying.
Really, really, really proud of that one.
Yeah, you're proud.
Worth it.
So glad you're a leader in our student ministry. Were you at the high school retreat when they filled up a trash can with 130 packets of ramen noodles and then jumped in it?
Thankfully, I was with the middle schoolers that trip.
The underclassmen?
I did not see it. Yeah, or the under. Yeah, one of the two. I did not have to see that.
Yeah. So I made him go dump it in the woods because it was disgusting, and figured, okay, the wildlife would eat it. The next morning, no, none of them. None of the animals in the Hocking Hills woods ate the ramen noodles that we prepared for them. That's how disgusting it was.
That is nasty.
A bunch of the guys got sick, like 16 of them.
Yeah, we got a bunch of smarties in the group.
Yeah.
Well, used to.
So
that's all I got for food. Do you guys have any more food-related memories?
Well, I mean, speaking of the high school retreats, the ramen's the same year that everybody threw up, all the guys. Did any of the girls throw up? I can never remember.
Not a single girl got sick.
Yeah, just guys. I'm guessing it was either hot tub water or ramen noodles.
50% of the guys got sick that trip,
That's
including leaders.
insane.
I know Curtis Radney was John Braden in the bushes at the church when we got back on Sunday.
For those of you that don't know the phrase John Brad, please explain to them what it means to John Brad.
Joey, I might
It's
need your help on this one. Make sure I get it right. I think I have it down.
It's when you eat too many tater tots and then you throw up off your front porch into your wife's flowers.
Yep, Curtis John Braddon. So,
We also just like to call throwing up John Bradding because it's hilarious.
see, I thought John Bradding was outside, and then Ellen Riley is inside.
That's
Oh,
too
no.
soon.
Is it too soon to talk about that?
It's too soon. Your daughter just threw up just Wednesday night, just last Wednesday.
And
I forgot about that. Oh.
yeah,
I hope she doesn't listen to this episode.
It could also be called the Ryan St. John, but that's when you eat an entire bag of Doritos and then throw up on the middle school retreat and can't
Dude,
go
that
snow
was
tubing.
impressive, man. He stayed up all night eating those
No.
Doritos.
that man is a legend in my book.
That takes discipline.
I heard it because I would wake up every, 9 minutes and hear the same chomp, crunching sound. It was impressive. And yes, thank you. And no phone or anything either to distract himself. Just chips, and that's it.
Just focus.
Quite the
and
feat.
attention and discipline. He was also the first one
Yeah.
that got sick the night that everyone got sick at the high school retreat, and so
Yeah.
we were a little hesitant at first since we thinking of the Doritos and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah. And after he got sick, I turned on some Petra, and we sat together and listened to Petra for a while until everybody else started getting sick.
all right, wait, quick time out for the song of the week. Brad, what is your favorite Petra song?
That is a good question. I'm going to go with Back to the Streets, because it's about evangelism. We're going to take this message back to the streets. You crank that up and you want to go tell people about Jesus. It's awesome. So I'm going to go with that one for today.
Linked in the show notes.
I'll crank it up to 11 and go tell somebody about Jesus. Crank it up to 11 and go tell somebody about Jesus. That's awesome.
I thought the scale was 1 to 100. 11's not very loud.
Well, most guitar amps only go up to 10.
Oh.
So if you can find a guitar amp that goes up to 11, buy it.
There you go.
And crank it up.
Oh, man. All right, so what's your second category of stories?
Yeah, that one's going to be fear, or, being afraid. There's been a few of those moments.
This is going to be good.
It is good. It starts out with the bus breaking down on the way to student camp. No,
Yep.
The bus didn't break. There was an, 2-hour traffic jam. And so we sit in one place for 2 hours on the way to camp. And the reason this is scary for me is this is when I realized that I'm actually a Swiftie. And it terrified me. Yeah. I did not know it. And I remember thinking, oh no, I like these songs. So Joey, take us down what happened for 2 hours.
We sang
on the bus. Yeah.
a lot of Taylor Swift for 2 hours, there's a little intercom in the bus and Brad got a hold of that and we jammed out.
I was afraid of. Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite summer camp memories. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, did you guys hear that she has a boyfriend now? A new boyfriend?
Isn't
Kelsey.
it Travis Kelce?
Look at that. It's Kelsey.
Football player.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Look at you.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Look at Brad. You know your pop culture, and Joey.
I told you.
For
I'm
the
a
Chiefs?
Swiftie now. Yeah. So I was afraid of
Played
how
for the
many
Chiefs?
songs I could sing to. What's that?
He plays for the Chiefs. Joey.
Travis Kelce plays for the Chiefs.
Good job, Jobis.
I know football.
Joey, do you know what city the Chiefs are from?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me one more question.
You know what state Kansas City's in?
Idaho.
No, but seriously.
Is it Kansas? It's not Kansas.
Brad, you know, right?
It should be Kansas. It just
Oh,
makes
my
sense.
goodness.
Is it Washington?
Ask Siri real quick.
What's the question?
What are we talking about? Wait, what are we talking about?
What state is Kansas City in?
It's got to be Kansas.
Missouri.
What?
See?
No. There's no way. There's no way that Kansas City's in Missouri. Nah. That makes no sense.
I'm so embarrassed.
That makes no sense at all.
All I'm seeing is where it
Who would've
says
thought?
web. Yeah.
Yeah,
Should be
I
that
guess
should be
they're from
Missouri City.
Missouri.
This is great podcasting, by the way.
Should be
Um, All right, so yeah, so you got okay. So Taylor Swift. All right, next story, Brad. What
Yeah,
is
next
that?
we've got what was the name of that band that came and we blew the speaker?
JD.
JD. So there was a rumor that one of the girls in the student ministry had asked JD to prom. So that scared me, thinking it was like, one of my daughters.
Now let's remember, JD was still in high school at the time, so let's just throwing that out there. But yes,
Okay.
yeah, that's still. It was not one of your daughters. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think it was. Now, do you remember who it was, Tyler?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
not one of your daughters.
Got it. And so that was a great memory of blowing the speaker too. Pretty cool. So that's the goal for this Wednesday. Blow the speaker, Joey. Yes.
No.
Joey, listen to me. Blow the speaker, or it's a fail on Wednesday. If I don't see a blown speaker in a mosh pit come Thursday morning when I come to church, we failed.
Okay. Hey,
How are you going to see the mosh pit on Thursday morning?
That's how good it is. It's still going to be going.
yeah. There we
All
go.
right.
That's the goal.
Yes.
Mosh pit revival.
All right, next story.
That's an awesome band name. Yeah.
Mosh pit revival.
I think so. All right. There was this was more scary for Tyler, was Parker cutting Zane's hair at student camp. Tyler, I'll let you run. I remember coming down to you and saying, "Hey, what happens if you're at student camp and students are cutting each other's hair?" And your response was fear.
My first response was, I'm okay with it. But then when you told me which student it was, then that's where I was scared, because I work with his mother. And so that's when the fear set in. And then I walked up there and it was way too late. The mullet was already in. It
wasn't even a mullet. It was like a bowl.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It was a bowl cut, which is even worse than a mullet.
It was very bad.
Can you put a picture of that up here?
Insert picture here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that. We'll see. We will see. But yes, it was pretty wild. And so I was scared.
Another time Tyler was scared was on a zip line. Did you see that, Jobis?
I've seen that multiple times.
Can you do me a huge favor and either one of you make the sound that Tyler makes when he goes down a zip line?
I don't know the noise because it doesn't happen.
That's it. It kind of sounds like the ghost. Yeah. Have you seen those goat videos where they take the Taylor Swift song and they add a goat to it? Insert that here.
Ghosts that scream like humans. We used to, and when I was in college, we used to yell at each other across campus like that. Because that was popular at the time and our campus was not very large.
I think if I did that at my school, I would get jumped or something. So I'm not going to try that one.
Columbus State, and that might be widely accepted.
Yeah, that's true. They might be like, "Oh, cool.
It's pretty neat."
Oh man.
So another time I was scared is when Tyler decides to throw a party at my mom's house when my mom's in Florida.
Oh boy.
Seriously. He's like, "Brad, can we party at your mom's house since she's in Florida?" That scared me.
I didn't even get invited. I'm kind of hurt.
I didn't even get invited, Jobis.
Oh man.
It was a girls only party.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Grow Group house party. For location. And Brad's like, I think we can use my mom's house. We'll see. Yep. They were out of town.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so all these stories have been pretty tame. This one's legit fear. Like,
oh no.
Yeah. And this is going to be Luke Neal at one of the famous Neal house parties. And so Luke has a Polaris, I think it is, vehicle of some kind. And he put on the back of it a homemade trailer. And about 20 Jersey students will hop in this trailer and he will take off. And you know Luke, right? He's Luke. And it's crazy. And I thought I was going to get seriously injured or another person would. An unnamed student comes running behind and jumps on it while it's moving. So that was a time when I thought somebody's going to get hurt. I'm going to get fired. And Luke's crazy. And I've never been back in that thing since. So Tyler, have you ridden in it yet?
No.
You will make the goat noise, I guarantee it. Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's more terrifying than a zip line. But Luke, you rock. Keep it up. Don't stop.
Don't
man.
keep it up, Luke. Bad advice. Do not keep it up, Luke.
Oh, man.
Maybe just slow it down on the corners a little bit, Luke. Just yeah.
That would be
All right.
crazy.
And then two more for you. We got the bat at the middle school retreat.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bat in the cabin on the middle school street. That was wild. Got it captured, though. I think.
Who caught it?
I don't remember. I think Matt Bramer caught it.
Okay.
I think if we got it caught. I can't remember.
Yeah. I think we did. And who caught the mouse at student camp?
Was it Jason Bartlett or Mike Kingery?
I
I
can't
thought there was a
remember.
mouse at the winter retreat.
Yeah,
Or it was the winter retreat. Yes, it was.
I think it was Jason Bartlett or Mike Kingery.
That sounds right.
Braden Reed was in there too, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And the final one I have for fear is going to be the Grog House.
That is scary.
Joey, tell the listeners what the Grog House is if they're unaware.
All right, the Grog House. So, oh man, what is the Grog House? We did it at the North House one time. A lot of you probably won't know what it is because the first time they did it was at Skyview Ranch, and I literally went there for 1 year in 6th grade. So, but the Grog House is just a whole house. All the lights are off. There's lasers everywhere and lights and strobe lights, and just you can hardly see, and you're just trying to stay away from this guy in a black morph suit with a scary mask on, and it's horrifying. And you try to like put together a flashlight, but nobody really focuses on that because they're just running for their life the whole time. But it's a lot of fun. So if you ever get the opportunity, definitely do it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, we had one broken nose.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that it could have been a lot worse. Could have had a lot more injuries, and we've had a lot more injuries in the past.
No doubt. So, I don't know. Maybe someday, we were talking about it earlier, there'll be a, son of Grog, because we had the final Grog, so Grog can't come back. But maybe there'll be a son of Grog.
Maybe with the
Slightly
next
tamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Grog gets crazy. It's wild. I get very worried when we play Grog.
So
Lot of
yeah,
fun,
I was afraid for my job during Grog.
So,
Couple times.
hey, Brad, tell people too. What is your job at Jersey?
Oh yeah, so I do quite a bit with young adults ministry, a little bit with like helping people who are in need. So a little bit with students. So those are probably the three main things. Yep, which I'm very thankful for. And like we were talking, Tyler, I never dreamed when I was Job's age that this is where I'd be, but I'm thankful.
So yeah. With that, Brad. So
Yeah.
I mean, when you were graduating high school,
Yep.
you never thought ministry was on your mind? Like you never thought you'd be doing ministry?
That was not on my radar. I thought I was going to be in a rock and roll band.
Really?
Rock star, like Jobis and Bonja.
The Dusty Bones didn't work out?
It did not.
No.
Not. Yeah.
So why don't you tell us, how'd you get from graduating high school to being in ministry? Just tell us about your road.
Yeah,
How,
definitely. So, what's that?
how old are you now?
Yeah, now I'm like 33. So
33.
yeah,
That's my age. We're the same age. Man.
yeah, crazy. I did not know we might even have the same birthday. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm mid 40s, and yeah, I just want to encourage everybody that like Joby and I were talking earlier. Joby, that's right. Joby and I were talking earlier, and we just want to encourage everybody that we don't have to have it all like our whole like life mapped out and figured out when we graduate from high school. And the truth is, there's lots of people like my age and older who are still going through transition. They don't know what God's going to be calling them to next. And so just wanted to encourage everybody that um, one of the things we can do is just enjoy the moment in Christ, right? And
Mhm.
just rest in the Lord in this moment that He's called us to right now, and do the things that He's called us to do today that we know for sure. And then tomorrow, God's going to take care of it, and He already knows our future. Like
For sure.
He knew every day of our lives before we were even born, and He has a plan, and He's good, and we can rest even right now in the uncertainty in the God who knows everything
Mhm.
and loves us. But yeah.
Yeah,
Amen.
I don't have it figured out either. It
Mm.
might look like I do. But really I'm just doing what I think I'm supposed to, like following the guidance of just people in my life that I look up to, and most importantly, like trying to follow the guidance of God. It's not always easy to know. It's not always easy to know what His will is, but I mean, if you're faithful to God, God's faithful to you, and even if you're not, He still is. So, I mean, just like without God, like everything I'm doing right now would just fall apart. Everything I have going for me is because of Him. So it's
Mhm.
okay to not have it figured out. Like God will guide you and get you through whatever you're going through. So
It'll help you, especially in those trials and tribulations, if it's like voice cracks and things like that. And so,
for sure, like the 6 I just had.
yeah, that was pretty awesome. Brad,
Yeah.
expand a little bit more on what you're talking about. So, like, take us 5 minutes, take us from age 18 through 46 or whatever you are right now. How'd you go from whatever field you were into ministry? How'd you get there?
Yeah. So it was very gradual for sure. And at 18, the ministry was not on my radar at all. So I went to college and I spent 2 years in college, and the guidance counselor got frustrated with me because I wouldn't choose a major. I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I remember sitting down and she said, Brad, you have to choose a major because your gen eds are all done. And if you don't choose a major, you can't go to college anymore. And I remember thinking, I don't know what I want to do. Having no clue, I just started working more at the family business because, again, I just didn't know what else to do. And that was there and they could use a hand. So that would have been around 22 then probably, and was doing electric work, and again ministry was not on my radar. And then God showed up and just made me realize that the life I was living was just not fulfilling and it was empty and I needed more. So out of the blue I called my mom and we went to a Easter sunrise service, and just really felt that God was showing me that He is worth more than anything else in this world. And at that point, I met Susan. It actually was not at a mosh pit, like I said earlier, and uh, started attending her church. And just slowly over time, then just from being in a good Christian community, then we came to Jersey in 2003. So for the past 20 years, we've been here at Jersey and just been around people who love Jesus. And Jersey has given me the opportunity to um, use the gifts that God has given me. And throughout that process, in that time, it just became more and more clear that God was calling me into ministry. Definitely a slow process for me. Just figuring out God's will for my life was a process, and it even changes and we end up doing stuff that we weren't planning on doing, and our plans change, and we might decide to change majors or something like that, or we might think we're going to be a doctor, and then we find out that that's not what God had in store for us. And so I definitely experienced some of those before. And so I guess what I'd really like to share is that everybody who's listening to this podcast, I just want to encourage you that you're doing a great job of being in community and using the gifts that God has given you, so that even right now, today, with a future that you don't know, you probably, some of you have no idea, and some of you might have an idea of what God's calling you to do in the future. But just being in community in the student ministry and attached to the larger church as well, those of you who are serving in kids ministry or on the AV team or the welcome team or serving the student ministry, you're doing a great job of doing, like Joey said, what God has called you to do today in this moment, and just rest in that. God loves you, and he has a plan for you, and your whole future is going to be okay in him. So just continue to have that relationship with him and surround yourself with people who love Jesus and care for you as well. Because the world's crazy. Life is crazy. Things change. Even Pastor John, right? Like Pastor John is asking himself, what's next? And so we're continually going to be asking ourselves, what's next? But Jesus doesn't change.
I have the answer for Pastor John, and it's to be the student ministry intern. But he's still yet to get back to me on that.
Yeah, I would not get too hopeful on that one.
It's in the Lord's hands, so we'll see.
It is. It definitely is.
But
I'd be
Brad,
tigered up if he was
tigered up.
Thanks for sharing all that, Brad. I think that really helps put some things in perspective for students who are really maybe kind of starting to freak out with, man,
oh
yeah,
I really need to get figured out what's next. And I think
I'm freaking out.
Mm.
Yeah, step one is freak out, right? Panic.
Yeah,
that's step one.
I think just another good way to kind of figure out what you like is just serving in different areas. Like I served in preschool. I was like, okay, not kids, no thanks. I played in youth, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoy talking to people and talking about the Lord, but I can't do public speaking. I'm horrible at it, and I fall apart. I can sing in front of people, I just can't talk. So youth ministry, preaching off the table, and I started playing in Central, and things just started clicking. I was like, all right, I think this is it. So now I'm just kind of going with it, but that's just my encouragement to just try different stuff. God calls us to be servants of him and of others. So just try different stuff. If you think that you're called to somewhere in the church, there's always opportunities to volunteer.
Yeah, we have a lot of different areas. So, Brad, do you have a quote, a favorite quote that you'd like to give us for a quote of the show? I know we're really just putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, no, I'll just go with a word, and that word would be abide. We talk about it in the upperclassmen guys sometime, and just abide. Just be with Jesus and spend time with him and grow close to him. And out of that is going to come a peace that surpasses all understanding, so that even when our life is crazy and turned upside down, we can still have just that closeness with the God who is all glorious and all powerful and amazing and deeply personal, and loves you and knows your name and everything about you and wants to hear from you and cares about you. So be as close as we can to him, and everything else will fall into place.
I love
it. That's great. Good stuff.
Awesome. Joey, do we got anything else for today?
We have the shout outs.
Yes.
Slow your roll, partner.
Did you write them down? Because I did not.
I have them right here. And I said that they were going to be so huge and amazing and like nothing we've ever done. But I'm just going to read them off.
Well, we haven't done these before, so it is like nothing we've ever done.
It is. It is really like nothing we've ever done. So I truly hope that you faithful listeners enjoy this reading of your names.
Hopefully they've listened to the podcast long enough to get to this point.
Yeah, this is a long episode. It's a good one though. There's a lot of fun stuff in this one. All right, we have Ryan Folks. We have me talking about how distracted I was the last episode. We have Josh Young, the GOAT.
Josh Young.
Oh, yeah. We have Carly Christopher, the little GOAT.
Who's
we have
that?
Carly Christopher,
Kidding.
the Notorious.
Carly.
We have Cameron Caudill. We have Heather Brammer. Oh. We have Jenna Folks. And I think we have one more. No, we don't. That's it.
Oh, I have a shout out. All right. I had someone come up to me in the at church and tell me that they're a big fan and they enjoy watching us on YouTube.
Okay.
And that was Ellie Mosley.
Really?
So apparently we're a big hit with the second graders.
Well, let's see if she sits through a 35-minute episode.
To hear a shout out about her. Yeah, I don't know. So someone's going to have to tell her. I don't know.
Yeah. But thank you to those who shared the podcast. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, second graders, for watching.
Yes. Thank you, our faithful second graders. You guys are awesome. Yeah. Share this podcast with 3 friends, and maybe we'll do something. Actually, we'll go 2 friends this time. I don't want people to run out of friends.
Well,
that's so sad.
We don't want our subscribers to get up to too many.
Yeah. We can't blow up.
I can't do this as a full-time job, guys. I'm not good enough at podcasting.
I don't know if I could talk to Tyler for that long.
And I don't know if I want to talk to Joey for that long. But
fair enough. Here we are, 35 minutes later.
Win some and lose some. It's actually been 36 minutes and 58 seconds.
All right, everybody. With that, it's been great having you this episode. Brad, thank you again so much for being here. We're really, really happy to have you. Tyler, any final words?
Wait, one last story. Brad,
brother.
Can you tell a story where you asked my son about his favorite movie?
Yeah, this is fantastic. So, go up to Zeke, and I forget how did we start the conversation?
It was either
I know. Mario Kart. Yeah. So he had told Tyler that he wanted to watch Mario Kart every single day for the rest of his life. Isn't that awesome? Like
the new Mario movie.
The new Mario movie. And so I was asking about the new Mario movie, and I asked him, would you rather watch Mario?
Well, the lights went out in the room, man. All right, sorry. Okay. Keep on talking.
Yeah, that looks like the grog. Wait, put your face forward. There's the grog. That's it. Wow. That's the grog.
So, hey, look at that.
Okay. Lights went out. I thought Tyler was playing grog by himself. He was running around crazy, tagging people. He hit the wall. Looks like he broke his nose.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of the day, I asked Tyler's son, Zeke, what's your favorite movie? Super Mario Kart or Brothers or Top Gun Maverick? And he says Top Gun Maverick. How old is Zeke?
6.
And I said, Zeke, what's a better movie than Top Gun Maverick? And he just stared at me blankly like a 6-year-old would. And he had no response as he was processing the question. And he slowly realized that Top Gun Maverick is his favorite movie of all time.
Has he ever seen Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah. I mean, no. He asked me the other day, he said, Dad, can we watch that movie with that song Danger Zone?
Yeah.
My mom hates that song.
Well,
there's not a better song to play volleyball to.
We'll put that in the show notes for Brandy as well. So yeah, I think that's actually the for real end of our episode now.
Yes. Great having you guys.
Let's take the message back to the street.
Yeah.
That's Petra.
I was say, what are you talking about? What's the message?
Yeah, that's Petra. It's the gospel message.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to have a link. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Brad, thanks so much for being here.
I'll see you next week.
We hope you listen again.
I'll be back.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Later.